Sarah, Kitty Lucas has got more mother of pearl clouds.
Yeah, that's right, nacreous clouds, Sophie. They are really rare because of that very cold air that's needed to form. And they're about 10 miles up above our heads, in fact, all those tiny, tiny ice crystals. And when the sun is at a really low angle below the horizon, in fact, it can illuminate these clouds from below, and that scatters the sunlight into these beautiful iridescent rainbow colours. So we've seen more of them today, but that's very high in the atmosphere, closer to Earth, I think. Our focus is going to be on some disruptive weather over the next 24 hours or so. We've got a storm that's been named Pia by the Danish Met Service. It's going to bring some really windy conditions, some heavy showers, so there's the potential for some disruption. So Storm Pia, this area of low pressure, is going to be pushing to the north of Scotland, down through the North Sea. Lots of isobars on the map, showing us it is going to be particularly windy. So the wind's already strengthening through the rest of this evening and tonight. We'll see some rain moving in that's going to be quite heavy across the west of Scotland, pushing down into parts of Northern Ireland and Northern England during the early hours of Thursday. Stays cloudy but drier further south and east. I think frost won't be a problem. It'll be quite mild first thing tomorrow, but you certainly will notice the strength of the wind, particularly anywhere north of this line here. So gusts about 50 to 60 miles per hour widely, but potentially as high as 80 miles per hour up towards the Northern Isles. So certainly enough to cause some disruption with those gales or severe gales. So it's going to be windy wherever you are. We've got cloud and outbreaks of patchy rain in the west, moving their way south, and then from the north a return to sunshine and squally, blustery showers around, perhaps a little bit of winteriness over the higher ground of Scotland, and temperatures up to around about 13 in London, but only 5 in Aberdeen. And then as we move ahead towards Friday, it will be another blustery sort of day, but not as windy as it will be tomorrow. Sophie.
Sarah, thank you. Yeah, hello.
Hi, Sophie. We've had some more of these really rare but beautiful nacreous clouds that have been spotted earlier on this evening, particularly across parts of Scotland. This was the picture in Stonehaven. So these clouds form high in the atmosphere with the really cold air up there. But down closer to ground level, we've got really mild air with us at the moment. Mild and unsettled. Some very windy weather on the cards over the next 24 hours or so. Windy with heavy showers. We could well potentially see some travel disruption during Thursday. The Danish Weather Service have named this storm system Storm Pia. It's going to be heading its way, this area of low pressure, down through the North Sea towards Denmark. We're on the tail end of it, but we've still got some very blustery conditions already developing out there, and the winds will strengthen further through the rest of tonight. Also some heavy rain piling in across parts of western Scotland, pushing a bit further south through the night, followed by some heavy showers from the north. It's not going to be a cold or a frosty night wherever you are, so temperatures in the south in double figures, a little bit colder than that up towards the Northern Isles. But it will be the winds that will be the main focus through the day on Thursday, especially for the northern half of the UK, with gusts widely 50 to 60 miles per hour, perhaps as high as 80 miles an hour, though, up towards the Northern Isles. That is enough to cause significant disruption to travel, I think. So blustery wherever you are. We've got cloud and patchy light rain in the south that just pushes further south, and then sunny spells and squally showers moving in from the north, even a little bit of snow over the highest ground of Scotland, blown in on those really strong northwesterly winds, and temperatures between around 5 in Aberdeen, perhaps 12 down towards the London region. So yes, it is mild, but we've still got the mild and windy weather with us during Friday too. So patchy rain pushing eastwards, a little bit of snow over the highest ground of Scotland on Friday. It will be another blustery day, but not quite those strong disruptive winds that many of us will see tomorrow. Sophie.
Sarah, thank you very much.
Weather with Sarah. Hello there.
Hi, Riz. Well, not bad weather for heading to the Panto, because when it's a bit grey and drizzly outside, you could just do with a bit of pantomime brightness to jazz things up a bit, because we have had a lot of cloud in the sky out there today for most of us. Bit of brightness around at times, but over the next 24 hours or so, I think the focus is going to be on the strength of the wind. We've got a really blustery spell of weather through the day tomorrow. It's going to be mild, and there will be a few showers around as well. But if we take a look at the radar picture, then there were just a few splashes of rain earlier in the day. They cleared away towards the east, and then over the past few hours, most of the wet weather has been across northern and western parts of the UK, and that's mainly where it's going to be staying for the rest of this evening and tonight. But what we've got a lot of clouds sitting across us, so that blanket of cloud, perhaps the odd splash of drizzle. The wind's coming in from the west, so that's from a mild direction. We're not going to see any frost first thing tomorrow. Through the early hours of Thursday, I think temperatures will remain between around about 8 to 10 degrees for most of us. Perhaps some glimpses of blue sky, but generally a lot of grey cloud around through the day tomorrow. That will bring the odd spot of light rain, I think. Not too much in the way of wet weather, but it really will be a blustery feeling day. During the afternoon, there'll be a bit more sunshine working through, so brightening up, but still really windy. Gusts about 40 miles per hour, perhaps, around some hills, for instance. Temperatures on the mild side up to about 13 degrees or so. And then as we move through into Friday, we've got this weather front still with us, bringing more cloud, more outbreaks of rain. It will be another blustery day, but won't be as windy on Friday compared to Thursday. And we'll see highs around about 11 or 12 degrees, still on the mild side for the time of year. And then as we head towards the all-important festive weekend, well, we've got high pressure towards the southwest. A couple of weather fronts move their way through. So, yes, it's looking mild, it's looking unsettled, and I think a little bit colder from Boxing Day. Riz.
OK, Sarah, thank you.
Good evening. Well, Wednesday brought us a cloudy, mild, breezy sort of day, and we've got a little bit more of the same as we head through the day tomorrow, but you will notice the winds are going to be strengthening. So, yes, it's going to feel blustery, still mild, and there'll be a few showers around. For the rest of the overnight period, we have got a lot of cloud, the breeze coming in from the west, so it's not a cold or frosty night, with temperatures holding up around about 8 to 10 degrees. And through the day tomorrow, that cloud is thick enough for a few spots of rain, particularly around the middle part of the day. A bit more sunshine will tend to work in from the north later in the afternoon, and temperatures will be around about 13 degrees at their highest. But it really will feel very windy through the day on Thursday. Looking further ahead, things are staying mild in the run-up to Christmas, but unsettled, a little bit colder from Boxing Day.